to the Supremely Black Podcast. This is your boy D Rose, man. Hope everybody's out there having a great day. I'm gonna jump right into the topic. Shout out to one of the Supremely Black Podcast family members that sent out the video in regards to Charleston White speaking about GroveHero. So to speak about this is GroveHero is somebody that I've spoke about on the channel before. He has the key to Memphis, Shelby County area. He is part of PRE, which is Paper Route Empire, which is Young Dolph's group. He was actually one of the ones that was signed on being a comedian, which is I think he's the only one out the group that is actually that. However, he has done a tour 2 or 3 times and sells food. He has car washes. He has other vendors that are on the road with him making bread. So with that being said, a lot of people come. They have a VIP line. He has a regular line. I think he sells his place at $20 a plate. VIP line is $200 to skip the line, because if you've seen any part of his tour, it's a huge tour. A lot of people be waiting in line, so a lot of people want to pay VIP to get ahead. Now the controversy comes in because a lot of people feel that he's pimping people out of money just because it's $200 to skip the line, which to me, I feel like that's worth it, because either that or you're going to stand in line for an hour or two. So if you have the money you want to pay for it, then cool. Now that gets a lot of attention, right? But what people fail to mention is that GroveHero is just not taking the money for itself and riding around balling and flossing. He actually calls out rappers for not doing the shit that he actually does within his community. He's attempting now to buy or build a playground in his neighborhood. He's put people rent-free in their houses. He's purchased several of those. He has property for his son already. He's given away a Lamborghini. After this tour right here, which is the Rest in Peace Young Dolph tour, he's giving away a food truck, and he's gonna forever promote it. So that person is gonna get put on. He's gonna buy another house, and he's also, like I was saying, with the playground. But Charleston White had came out and spoke about how the Dallas area, the Fort Worth area all came and gave money. And then in the DFW area, there are kids that are standing out trying to get their football team supported. Community people may need money. Grandma may need money. All that, okay, that's cool points. But this is how I look at it from like GroveHero side of it. He's not doing anything wrong, and you can't really knock people for wanting to support a cause that they know for a fact. He has video evidence and a paper trail that shows that he could care less about the money, and he's pouring it back into his community. Now, if you say that those particular people need to be doing more within their community, call them out individually. Because what you could set up is that there could be a group of dumbass people that want to shortstop what GroveHero has going on, and then go with, like you said, in Fort Worth, he was never supposed to leave with the money. Now, coming from the neighborhood, you're going to think that that means somebody needs to come and take something if you have somebody ignorantly listening to what you're saying. Because one minute you are saluting, the next minute you're saying they should have let him leave with the money. That would have never happened back in the day. You got to be careful with your word choice in regards to that. And we all know how Charleston is. Like, he would do things for shock value. Like, he saluted him a few times, but then it's like you giving a backhanded compliment. I salute everything that Grove's doing. I've actually met the brother when he came to Houston last year. Real laid back, real chill, real silly, just a typical, Memphis nigga. Like, that's just how they are. They gonna talk shit, they gonna cut up, and that's just what it is. But what he's doing, you would have to salute. You feel me? You can't knock him. Now, if you want to directly say, hey, I'm hollering at the gangster niggas in the city, I'm hollering at the rap niggas in the city, okay, cool, do your thing, right? But my thing is that we have to be careful with how we address one another, especially if you're saluting it, salute it. If you're gonna take shots, take shots. But this standing on the fence in regards to where you stand with it is gonna come across as slick hating, man. That's what the video looked like, because everything was, why would you let him? Why would you let him? Why would you let him? And y'all got that. Well, cool. Salute Grove, go about your business, and then take your shots at the local gangsters and the artists and all that. And before anybody that from his team look at the video and his supporters come over here talking crap, I don't do the back and forth. I'm not gonna be going back and forth with anybody on the internet or YouTube. This is my point, was that it was sent to me, and I wanted to address of like how people could miss the message, because he has saluted Grove a couple times, even today. But the message is mixed, because you will put the Charleston spin on it, and then you'll double back around and say that you salute because of what he's doing. I was talking to the people within the city. Okay, cool. Then just say that directly. You feel what I'm saying? Because then you have people that are ready to pick sides, and the internet loves mess. But salute the Grove. You know what I'm saying? If there are people within the city, he happens to record people giving him money. I can't say what no dope boy or any rapper is doing outside of the people that I know that they're giving back to their hood. I think that's dope if that's what you're doing. If you feel like there's other opportunities that could be met or need, that's on them. You feel what I'm saying? But just to come out to almost to be slick hating on what a young brother is doing from city to city, state to state, doing what he has to do to feed his community and also give it back to the community, because what isn't being mentioned is that the city that raises the most money is where the food truck is going to be donated to in a raffle from a random person within that city. So that it's not just he's picking somebody randomly. Whoever ends, once he's done with the tour, as the #1 city, there will be a raffle and the food truck will be given away. So regardless of how much money you see exchanged, salute. Because he could randomly just say, okay, I'm going to give it to my homeboy, let him run it. He is actually just saying the city that supports the most and gives the most, buys out the most, is going to be considered as the #1 city, and that's where he would do the raffle and give away. And he's still gonna do what he's gonna do in his hood. You have to salute that. We don't have time for the bullshit or the mess when we have people that are actively, one, recording it, which he doesn't have to, and two, actually doing what he's saying he's gonna do: buy the houses, give away the cars, let them live rent free, putting on other people. The tour gets bigger and bigger every time. He got people with lashes. Shout out to the twins. You know, he got the vegan trucks, shout out to them. He has drinks, shout out to Fatini. Like, I'm completely in support of the movement, but we don't need people like anybody that's slick hating on it. I think it would be, that's our issue as people within our community, is that if y'all want to support out of town, that could be true. And there is some truth in that. But also, you can't shortstop somebody that is, if they're willing to support somebody, cool, you've given to a cause that you know for a fact of where it's going to. Now, do people within our communities be bullshit and not doing it and just looking for the camera? True enough. But they're no different than when the celebrities do it, because they give to a nonprofit. They'll give to a well-known sponsor. They'll give anything to get the tax break and get their name circulated to it. Oh, you know, someone Beyonce gave to Supreme Black Podcast. Everybody knows that could be something that's connected to it. Or, you know, it's all about the who's there, who sees it. That's the era that we live in. But salute to Grove, and for the message coming from how Charleston put it out there. If he's calling out people within his neighborhood, salute to him for holding them accountable and knowing that there's things that need to be done. But the messages could be confused, because one minute you're saluting, but then the next minute you're short-stopping what another brother is actually doing. You know, it's enough money for everybody out here to eat. And, you know, like I've always said, beef is just bad for business. But I do want to know you all's thoughts. So leave your comments below to share what's your thoughts on it. If Grove's been in your city, what's your take on it? You know, do you feel like people come out to support him more? And if the answer is yes, what is he doing so special that makes people want to give back to the community? Because I will say this before I leave, there has been people that has called him out, city to city, that has been addressed on social media. And the truth behind it is, a lot of those people that were calling him out don't even give back to the community. They just want to get the money from the community. And the moment somebody from the out of town come in, they slick hating. So come with some facts. And if you have salute, just salute the Grove. You can stop by and do that. But I just want to know what everybody's thoughts is, because he's been in a lot of different places. He's definitely touching every hood in every city and state that he's coming to. So I want to know what y'all thoughts on the GroveHero campaign and how he's moving with it. I salute the people around me, salute what he has going on. Charleston does have some truth. I must give him that. But leave it in the comments. Long live